Hey everybody, it's the boss lady here, coming to you from my vehicle. So today is just a regular vlog. Doesn't have nothing to do with Miss Peanut's birthday. All of that'll be in a different video, because we'll have part 2 or whatever. So anyway, hey y'all, oh my goodness, today is Wednesday. It's Thursday for us in our realm, because tomorrow, Thursday, which that'll be the day you see this, is the last day of school for the kids for the week. So today is definitely feeling like a Thursday, even though it's really Wednesday as I'm recording. Okay, yes, I done got my hair pulled up. Child, look. Oh, I'll be right back. Like, for real, this is definitely a daggone Thursday and not Wednesday. Oh my God. Oh, but the other reason why I turned on the video was because, well, it is. Have a good night, CJ.
You too. See you tomorrow, huh?
All right. Work. I'm driving back by work, but I'm going home. Praise God. Just dropped Miss Peanut off at work. I'm like, oh, I don't even want to chat. Look, ain't gonna be back over here till about 7 o'clock tomorrow, because oh my God. I do want y'all to see something though before I really get to talking about what I want to talk about. So let me see this building here? This is the new part of my job. Yes, beautiful, isn't it? So you probably seen, like, the other part was like a lighter color brick. It's going to be that color. Well, see, that's the lighter color. All that's going to be taken down and whatever. Yeah, it's under construction, child. It's a whole lot of. Woo! So the way that I remember it will be erased and upgraded, and I just cannot wait. But anyway, honey, when I tell you today is Thursday and not Wednesday, my God. So the reason I had to cut the camera, because I had an employee calling me. Was this a full check and this and that? Look, I'm not in front of my daggone computer. I'm like, if you worked, it should be. But I mean, how am I to know what you done did? Look, I'm in my car. I'm off the clock. But here it is. People not doing their daggone, they're not doing their time sheet. So the reason why I turned on the camera, let's get to that. I had my first official one-on-one today. Now you guys know I've been having like check-ins or whatever since I started, because they want to make sure I'm getting acclimated and da-da-da-da. I've been there now, oh, how many, see? Since September, so October, November, December, January. 4 months. It seemed like about 10. Oh, so I did get some constructive criticism. And I'm tickled by it. I'm not, now you know how some people, they go into meetings with their bosses and stuff, and then you know, it's always like, oh my God, they said this and da-da-da. Because what she said, when I tell you, was definitely on point. I'm not even kidding. So she asked me, how do I feel about the job? And how, you know, and I was like, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, she wanted me to rate, you know, my job. And I said how I really would love to give a 10. She said, nope, I want you to be honest. I said, I give it an 8.5. And I said, I believe it's because, and you know, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, y'all been with me rocking and rolling with these assignments left and right. But I said, I give it an 8.5. I said, and I believe it's because I'm harder on myself than you guys are on me. And so she was like, And I said, not that I want you to be hard on me. What I'm saying is, I have expectations. I said, I believe I have at least met expectations of you. I said, but I have expectations of self. And so my expectations are up here, and I'm about 85%. So with that being said, I, that's why I give it an 8.5, because I'm about 85%. And I said, so she asked me, she said, well, what's the 15% that's got you, bogged down this and that? And I said, the budget, and it's because, y'all, I'm dealing with a multi-million-dollar budget. Like, what? Okay? And not only is it a multi-million-dollar budget, but it's taxpayers' money. So I'm not trying to have nothing mess up. You know what I'm saying? Because not only does that come back on me, but it comes back on her. And y'all know how I am about my boss. I'm a ride or die till the wheels fall off. So, I don't need nothing else coming her way that shouldn't. So I'm trying to really, do what I need to do. So I told her, I said, so there's some things that, I'm asking for help. I said, and that's the thing. I said, I'm one who, if I ask a question, I expect an answer, period. I mean, that's just like with kids, So if I ask you a question, I expect you to give me an answer. So same thing with adults. I mean, kids, that's one thing. But adults, you should be responding. So, and I said, but I'm going to give the district grace, because I know we as a district are going through some things, and there's different changes of hands of people. So, it's like, I gotta wait. But sometimes being in the wait causes me grief, causes me strife. So I'm constantly, I don't know, but let me get back to you type of thing. And I don't like that. But I know it's part of the territory, so I'm dealing with that. And then I just told her about some other little avenues that, need to be tweaked. So she definitely gave me some feedback on the different tweaks. And then I told her, I said, this is going on this year, but my goal for next year is da 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 da. She said, I like that. Yes, because da 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 da. And so, so we were bouncing off ideas and stuff. And I think with that, she sees that I'm not just like, oh, well, whatever. Because that's the one thing she said. She said, I'm so happy that you do have the, the strong mind of, I want to get it right and I want to learn it right, as opposed to, well, I'm just going to trickle and then see what happens, or not caring. And I said, yeah, and I don't like that. I said, and I told her, I said, and I brought up my when I worked for the county, I said, I said, I'm always hard on myself. I said, because I want to get to a point where I can process in my sleep. And so she was like, okay, tell me more. And I said, well, with the county job, you're in training basically for 18 months. Like, you don't learn a job for at least 18 months. I said, I've only been here 4, right? I said, and then it takes another 18 months where you really acclimated. I said, and I was there 16 years. I said, by the time I got to, 7 years in the game or whatever, I was able to process all my stuff in my sleep. Like, I could literally process casework, and not think twice about it. That's one reason why they didn't like me, because who is this black girl thinking she can do da 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 da, you know what I mean? Because yes, it was a political black and white thing at the county, but I digress. So anyway, but I told her, I said, I am very hard on myself, wanting to know, and and so I said, but I'm working on it. I am working on it. I said, I did get some help, so now I know how to log into this and click on this or click on that, and then I'm getting this and getting that, and you know what I mean. So what, child? I done got some weird text messages pop through. Let me see that again. Wrong number. Give me a second. Sorry, y'all. Ooh, there we go. So anyway, but overall everything went well. She was very proud of me, and she was like, one thing she did say, she likes the fact that I am not shy about running that office. And setting boundaries. She said because when she started, things was just kind of chaotic, and she's been there 5 years, I think, 5 or 7 years, I can't remember. She started before COVID, so like 2019. So however, is that 5 years back? So yeah, she started in 2019, that school year, and then boom, the shutdown. So anyway, she was saying, things was chaotic and whatever. So, people are kind of lax in what they're doing. And so I said, I get it. I said, but I'm a well-oiled machine. For real. This is, we're going to do it this way. I said, because I can't operate out of, dysfunction. I have to have things decent and in order. That's just me, and she also gave me feedback. She was like, you're very respectful and this and that and da. So overall, it was definitely a plus. I mean, my one-on-one was amazing. I was nervous about it, so I had all these notes. When I tell you, I had a legal size notepad, right? I had my concerns. I had goals written down. I had some other little talking points for one-on-ones, and then something else I had written down. But anyway, I had all this stuff written down, and I was like, okay, so we were touching on stuff, and we were moving quick because it was only like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, but we were moving quick, and everything worked out great. So I still feel 85% because there is a part of my job that I'm going to be doing in the next month. It's called budget tie out, and I'm scared as heck. But she's scared too, so at least we're scared together, not like, oh, well, you're just gonna be thrown to the wolves. No. And basically what budget tie out is, not that you guys asked me, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, okay, this is my channel. But basically what that is looking at the budget for next school year. Like, okay, this is what we have now, we got to do a spin down. And see, I didn't work in the financial world of the county, but I do remember them talking about spin downs with like families. Like certain families will have to do a spin down in order to get certain benefits or whatever. But that was at the county. This spin down is basically, this is what you got in your accounts. You need to spend that money. So I'm working on that with staff and, department heads. So that's a bit much. But what else? But the budget tie out, that's basically the budget for next year, and going into it knowing that some money that we have for this year we won't have. Didn't you see somebody walking? Oh, okay. I knew I saw somebody. But anyway, so some funds, we just won't have for next year. So, it's just trying to stretch what we will have and making sure I can, put it in the right buckets and whatever. I don't know. Something like that. So, but overall, I still feel good. She just, she wanted to make sure that I was feeling comfortable, because I know we have one staff person that she's really trying to kind of encourage to go back to school so that she can become a teacher, because she's really, really good at what she does. And I said, I want to go back to school too. She said, for what? I said, I'm not sure just yet. I said, but something probably finance related, which I don't know if I can handle it, but and then I said, because I don't want to be a teacher. She said, no, I need you right here. So she loves the position I'm in, which I love it too. Don't get me wrong. It's better when we're fully staffed than when we're not. Because when we're not fully staffed, then I have to take a step down per se and do what my other office staff do, which for me, it's not a problem because I don't mind being a team player, but because of the position that I hold and the duties that I have, that causes me strife or grief, because then my stuff gets backed up. So if that makes sense. But I mean, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. So we've been short staffed all month. And we still got another week till the other staff person comes back. So once we are fully staffed again, then I will be able to focus more. So like a lot of times when I'm asking my questions, so remember I said, you know, I'm asking questions and people aren't, you know, assisting. Well, a lot of times when they do get back to me, then I'm not able to discuss because I have to put my stuff aside to go do the other person's work. So, because I'm the head of the office. But yeah, but other than that, you know, I'm good. I still love it, you know. I'm so sad because last night was a wrestling match and they had alumni from the wrestling teams come in. They did photos. And I'm like, dang, I used to be the manager of the wrestling team in 10th grade. So I would have loved it, you know. And then they were talking about the wrestling. I haven't seen wrestling in a long time, but how it was sounding like they're getting a little brutal or something. But anyway. But yeah, so I'm loving school, you know, work school. But I did tell her I kind of want to go back to school. Don't y'all hold me to that, cause honey, I can only do one thing at a time. Cause I mean, if you even think about it, I was at the other school, and I was there a year and some months, a year and a couple months before I went back to school then. So. I probably definitely won't look into going back to school at least for another year or two. I want to get my feet planted where I'm at, right? And then I also want, I want to get Miss Peanut squared away with college and everything. So I probably won't go back to school till after she goes to school. After she goes to college, then I might pick, because then at that point, depending on Miss Peanut's schedule and whatever, then I might find that I have downtime again and then be able to pick something else up. So I don't want to add too much to my plate right now, if that makes sense. But I am looking into it because we have a new program where you do the FAFSA and then whatever, you know, grants or whatever you get for FAFSA, whatever's not covered, this other program picks it up, and basically you go to school for free. I'm like, say again? What now? What was that? So, you know, especially if I want to say you got to meet a certain income guideline and something else. I can't remember. So, you know, I'm like, But my ultimate goal right now is to focus on Miss Peanut. You know, she's halfway through her junior year. I want to focus on where she's going to school, how much money we got to come up with, if anything at all, and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? So, and I want to say, let me think. So her FAFSA for starting college will go off of our 2024 taxes, because we're getting ready to file 2023, right? Right. So it'll go off of 2024 taxes. And Lord willing, you know, I'm like, be a blessing. Please be a blessing, number one. Be a whole financial aid package, number two. So that baby can go to school for pretty much next to nothing. I'm like, I don't want her to have debt if I can help it. So, if she goes to the school that I'm kind of vying for, she can keep her job. If she goes to the school that she's kind of thinking about, she may have to leave her job. So it's a catch-22 right now. So we'll see. I mean, you know, we'll go from there. But anyway, work was work. Child, I'm like, I know you didn't. This person, first and foremost. Okay, so I had my meeting, right? When I came out my meeting, I only had a little less than 45 minutes left of my day, right? But I actually stayed a full hour. So Miss Peanut was almost late to work because I stayed. Well, anyway, as I was after I came out of my meeting, of course, you know, when I come out of my meeting, I got to go through all my emails. I got to go through all my text messages. I got to go through, you know, different little things. And so, what happened? So my coworker told me, oh, excuse me, a staff member wanted me to call them. First of all, the staff member has my cell number. So, okay. And I was like, oh, okay. But when she told me, it was right at my normal get off time. So it was about 3:15. Well, then, or maybe 3:10. And I was like, well, I'm getting ready to wrap it up, but okay, you know, but I'm still trying to do what I'm doing. And then I got to talk to my administrator. So I'm talking to him, doing all my stuff. And then the person called again. And I'm like, and she's, can you take this call? And I said, no. I said, I have to get out of it. Because at that point, I was really running up against the clock trying to get out of there. I said, I'm leaving for the day. I got to put my stuff away and I got to go. I got to get, you know, Pin up to school. I said, so tell him to, you know, call my cell phone, text my cell phone, or he'll have to wait till I get in the car because, you know, that's what it is. So before I had turned on the camera originally, I called him. He didn't answer. So I left a message, you know, hey, you know, I'm off work. I'm in my car. Call me back or text me. So then I started recording and then he called and I'm like, what? I'm like, first of all, I'm not going back in that building to go, because the system that I use for payroll, for budget, for all that only can be used or only access on the district Wi-Fi. So whether I'm at my building or the district, you know, office, it only can be accessed that way. So I'm like, I'm not about to be trying to pull nothing up. I'm not going back to the job. I'm not going to the district. I'm going home, right? So, talking about, did we get a full check and this and that? And I'm just like, if you work, and here's me. You know, I'm not going to answer a question like that without checking my facts. So I'm like, if you worked a full time, then yeah. But if you didn't, then, I mean, child, get on my nerves. I'm like, apparently you didn't, you know, if he's saying he only got a week's worth of a check, then that means he didn't put in all his time. And guess what? It's not my responsibility to keep reminding them. And that was part of my meeting because they were, oh, you know, when is the payroll in? Why don't you know this? You have a whole calendar. Why didn't you do your work? You know, I'm like, child, listen. Okay? So, and when I tell you I fact check and did you do this and did you do, look, and I said, this is taking too much of my time. I should not have to run around and remind constantly, putting your time, if you didn't put your time in, that's on you. That's not on me. I approve the time. It's your responsibility to put your time in. Child. So anyway, I will deal with that. Tomorrow, I will email myself so I can see the email first thing in the morning. But I'm, child, So, anyhow. But that's the 59-cent update. I'm so happy that my one-on-one went well. I thought she was going to tell me that I was being rude or something. But, I mean, I'm not rude to people. I'm just direct. What's going on? Oh. I wonder why that came through as if I hadn't read that. But anyway, so I'm glad it went well. But like I said, I'm not rude. I'm very direct. Because a lot of them just try to get over. So another issue, which I do want to look and see if I got a response on that. People are trying to steal time. And I come from, you steal time, you be fired, period. Once again, I told you, I'm dealing with a multi-million-dollar budget, and the budget is paid for by who? The taxpayers. I'm a taxpayer. You're not going to steal my money. So therefore, you know, You can't be up here stealing time, or, and this person's always, well, this and that, just indignant. And I'm just like, provide me proof, and then we'll approve the time. But until then, so they were hot. They were mad because I politely sent the email, because I'm not going to take your word for it. Call me what you will, call me what you want. I'm not going to take your word for it, because if I already talked to HR, payroll, and everybody under the sun, and I got 3 departments at least telling me, no, that's incorrect, then guess what? I'm going with the district, and I'm not going with what the union says. Now, if you filed a grievance and the grievance got approved and whatever, then fine, then, we'll roll it back. But until then, okay? So anyway, so they're ticked off with me, and I'm just like, whatever, because once again, I do not want anything to come back on me, number 1, because I needs my job, and number 2, I'm not trying to have anything come back at my principal. She's got enough she's dealing with, and this little pity Annie stuff, child. So, and I know she's mad because that last email, because this is one of my people who she hates when I put the boss on the email. I don't know why. You would think that you would want the boss to be involved, but she thinks she can bully me. Who you bullying? Child, please. I work with the best of them. I work for the county. If you can survive the county, you can survive anywhere. Period. And that's the truth. So, no. I was like, I'm not taking it personal, but she is. And I don't care. So anyway, but yeah, so that's the type of stuff I've been dealing with lately, and I cannot wait till I can steal away. So when I get ready to go into what's called budget tie out, I have to go into like pretty much a secret spot, and hash it out. And, me and the computer and numbers and whatever. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting. Seriously. Whew. I'm so tired, y'all. I am. I'm really, really, really tired. But today's my Thursday. So happy Thursday. Thankful Thursday, because your girl is super duper 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 thankful that she got a job, that she making good money, and that she's doing what she needs to do. I just need to work on, it's not my confidence. My confidence is through the roof. I just got to work on not being so hard on myself, but I can't help it. And that's just part of the boss lady in me. Like, this got to be done, and you know what I mean? And I don't like leaving stuff undone. It's one thing when you say, oh, I just do that tomorrow. But when it's several things, I'm like, what? I do? And then when you get to work thinking you're going to do those several things, and then there's a monkey wrench thrown up in there, curveballs and things, I'm like, Lord help. So now I just roll with the punches. I mean, I try to make sure if it's something super pressing that I touch it. But if it's something that can roll, I'll just let it roll and just keep on moving. And just make sure by the end of the week I touch whatever, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm going to take myself on in the house. My husband will be home in about 15 minutes or so. Take myself in the house, go put Miss Peanut's stuff in her, let me make sure she don't have no food in her bag, because I be telling her, don't be leaving food and stuff in here now. This backpack, I think I'm going to buy my baby a new backpack, because I'm sick of this little thing. I can't tell. Is it? I don't know. I'll have her go through and look, because if there's food in here, she better take it out of there, because I don't like that, having food in your backpack stuff. But I will take her stuff in the house, and I'm just going to chill for a little bit until it's time to pick her up again. But yeah. And today I wore my blue because I was tired. Like, we had a long night. I was tired. So, with that being said, let me go rest this boss lady's nerves. Figure out what I'm going to do with this puff ball on top of my head, ratty-tatty. And, yeah, I'll see y'all in a video. Bye. Oh, before I go, y'all see the front of my hair? Now, I ain't talking about the waves. I'm talking about the grays. Not the waves, the grays. Why is my gray hair coming in like Cruella DeVille? Somebody tell me that. Why? I mean, at least it ain't coming in like the skunk, because my mom had the skunk. But mine's coming in like Cruella. Like, it's coming in this way. Or, what's the other one? Either Cruella DeVille or, the vampire chick, from Addams Family. Yeah, that kind of, child. I mean, these gray hairs is shining, honey. Thank the Lord they shining, because I don't like no yellow hair. But anyway, but I don't have chemicals in my hair, so it shouldn't turn unless I get sick. But yeah, so it stays white. If I know what to do if it does start to turn, because mama just told me to get that purple shampoo, and I will get that and, you know, wash my hair with that. But yeah, I'm like coming in all crazy, looking like somebody just sprinkled paint all in the front of my head. Honey, that's why I wear my hair down, because then you can't see it. When I have my hair curly and down, you can't see it like that. But anyway, it's all right, because I don't mind being gray. I'd rather, you know, and I got the little pencil thing, but I don't want that on my hair. And then what if my hair get wet, then it'd be running down my face like eyeliner? No, and I'm not dyeing. I refuse to dye my hair, because I don't know if I'm allergic to dye, and I'm not trying to find out the hard way. Because my mom is allergic to dye, and yeah, she had to go to the doctor. She had to be on medication, and oh no. And I don't want to have to put stuff in my scalp or whatever, and then change the texture of my hair. So no, we're not going there. If I want to not have gray showing, I'll throw a wig on and put some braids in, and that'd be that. I kind of want to braid my hair. I don't know. We'll see. But let me go and do what I need to do. You guys be great. I'll see y'all in a new video. Bye, guys.